The fact of the matter is, the more difficult the circumstances, the more the opportunity for growth. If the circumstances are too luxurious and too easygoing, then one's growth gets stunted. So God has created this world in such a manner. The Chandogya Upanishad says, when God decided upon the innumerable physical attributes of this world, why did He deem it necessary to have such phenomena as hurricanes, cyclones, tsunamis, etc.? A valid question. So the Chandogya Upanishad says, God does not want us to become complacent in our situation. Everything is going comfortably. He says, all right, let me make it a little difficult. You may have read that book, Who Moved My Cheese? It was a management book about 2-3 decades ago. These mice, they had found this place which had got cheese, a maze. And life was so convenient and comfortable. They knew where to get the cheese. They would do it every day. They had built a social life around the cheese. But then one day they discovered the cheese had been moved. Now they started ranting and raving. What? This is most unfair. Life is so cruel to us. This should not have been. We had everything all set. This is very incorrect of God. Now, some people kept on complaining. The others set about finding the cheese once again. So, the author of the book, I think he's Spencer Johnson, he comments out there that changes happen. They keep moving the cheese. They keep moving the cheese. Who is this they? So, he is accepting. You call it nature, we call it God. He keeps moving the cheese. In other words, He deliberately does not allow us to become complacent. Otherwise, progress will stop. So we have reached a certain level of growth. Life has become easy. He creates some difficulty. All right, now let's see what happens. So Swami Vivekananda had said, life is the continuous unfoldment of a being under circumstances tending to press it downwards. God has created the world and life that circumstances will tend to press you downwards. He's not arranged circumstances to make you very comfortable and smug. He's deliberately done it so that when you face that circumstance, you are obliged to bring all your mental abilities, intellectual abilities, emotional abilities, spiritual abilities into play, thereby developing yourself. Like one journalist, he went to Shanti Niketan, the Gurukul of Rabindranath Tagore. So he was sitting in Rabindranath Tagore's office. One student came with a painting. So Rabindranath Tagore looked at it. He said, how terrible, how atrocious, I'm sure you can do better than this. And he threw it, tore it and threw it away and sent the student, make a better one and bring it. So the journalist said, but it was such a nice painting, why did you tear it up? Rabindranath Tagore said, to awaken his full potential, he can do much better. So to force him to grow, I have done this. So similarly, God has arranged this world in such a manner that it forces us to grow. You think you have conquered anger? All right, now let me send you a neighbor who will really test you. Or a son or a daughter who will keep getting your temperature high and you will be at ends to see how can I get the temperature down. So all these struggles are for our constant evolution, not material evolution, spiritual evolution, which is the real thing. continuing over a continuum of lifetimes.